guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Finally, I have this combo guide ready for you guys. I'm going to say this is my favorite rare champion mixed with my favorite, or paired, I should say mixed with? I don't know if that came out right, but paired with my favorite epic champion in the game. That's right, Reliquary Tender in Skytouched Shaman. And you guys already know my favorite legendary. She will not be making an appearance in today's video, Scylla the Drakes, because according to some people in the comments, I overused that champion. And I think I would have to say guilty as charged. But not in today's video. What are you guys up to, by the way, in the game? Let me know in the comments below. This morning, I've been kind of multitasking in trying to put equipment on all of my champions who are kind of naked. You know, you ever do that? You ever like mule artifacts around so much in this game and pay endless silver to do so? Hint, hint, Plarium. That, you know, you look at a champion, they're like, wow, they're kind of half naked there. So, been trying to go through all my champions. I need to totally rebuild Saito, but that is not in the here and the now. Today, we're going to talk about Skytouched Shaman. Now, Skytouched Shaman for the arena, I would strongly advise you guys build her in immunity gear, but today we have her in a frenzy set, which actually is not a great artifact set at all, except for on a champion like Skytouched Shaman, who is constantly losing HP because she is damaging herself. 10% turn meter increase for every 5% HP lost. She also has a speed set, so it's going to be really fun to see the Frenzy set at work here. Some pretty good gear on her, but that's all I had available for Frenzy. We're prioritizing her HP. Let's take a quick look at her kit here. An AoE attack on the A1 heals by 15% of the damage inflicted if this champion has less than 50% HP. Boost turn meter by 20% instead if she has more. I love that A1. Really an amazing A1 ability, right? A self-heal, which is so important on this champion, and turn meter boost on an AoE attack. Immortal Skies is an insane ability. Removes all debuffs from all allies, a full cleanse, and then revive on death, and then block debuffs for 2 turns. That's a really good ability. This is why she is used in Platinum Arena, probably the second most used epic champion outside of Madame Sarah's, who by far and away is the #1 used high-end Gold 4 Platinum tier arena champion. A couple of Battle Sage, another one there as well. Bloodstained Ritual this is her kind of money big passive ability, right? Damages champion by 10% of the max HP at the start of each turn. Heals all allies except this champion equal to half of the HP lost. Places a decreased speed debuff on this champion. Also has a coin flip shot at placing a fear debuff on this champion for 1 turn. HP in all battles is her fantastic aura as well. Now, people for a while were very confused on this champion. Is she good? Is she bad? What do you mean she has a 50-50 shot at placing fear on herself at the beginning of every turn? Well, that's why it's so important to pair her with a champion like Reliquary Tender, who cleanses that fear off of her. Reliquary Tender we have built with a special artifact set as well to help make sure that she has that full cleanse on cooldown as often as possible to get this fear off of Skytouched Shaman. That's also why a lot of people choose to go immunity set on their Skytouched Shaman. You get 3 rounds of immunity to start out every round, or 3 turns of immunity, excuse me. So Masteries, Masteries on this champion, I can already say we're going with defense and support tree on Skytouch, and I think we're ending on timely intervention. That is the way to go, at least in my opinion. It's all about turn meter on this champion. She's really unique, really fun. I really think she's my favorite. Well, you already know she's my favorite epic champion, overtaking Miscreated Monster is in my intro. But timely intervention increases champion's turn meter by 20% whenever an ally hero drops below 25%. So she's getting her own turn meter boost off the Frenzy set, her own turn meter boost off the A1, and then another turn meter boost off of timely intervention whenever an ally drops below 25% when they need those heals that happen at every turn. What a perfect mastery for this champion. Also, a great mastery is Retribution. 50% chance to counterattack when this champion loses 25% of max HP, excuse me, from one single enemy skill. Now, granted, she has a lot of HP because we want to maximize those heals, but when she does get damaged over 25% of her max HP, she's going to do an AoE attack and then trigger the turn meter boost, or, of course, the more likely, the heal, to heal some of that damage back up. Really nice synergy between Retribution on her kit as well. So that's how we have her built out here, guys. We do have HP on the gauntlets on this champion. However, you know, you want to build her ideally with 100% crit rate or as close to as possible, so you can go crit rate on the gauntlets as well. And when I have her in the immunity set for the arena, I do go crit rate on the gauntlets on my Skytouched Shaman, because an AoE attack on the A1, sure, why not, right? And she only has 2 abilities, you know, 2 active abilities. That's all she has. She's going to be doing a lot of A1s throughout the duration of a battle. We have HP on the chest, and we have speed on the boots. We're looking for HP percentage in terms of substat priorities to get more heals off with this champion. We're looking for speed off this champion, and we're looking for a little bit of crit rate as well. Don't need accuracy at all on this champion. High resist is not bad as well to try to keep her alive. We have HP prioritized on the accessories. We do have crit damage on the gauntlet, or on the amulet, excuse me. You can make a case for just going HP on the amulet as well if you don't want to maximize her damage, which isn't that crazy, but at the end of the day, you know, again, for the arena, especially when you're using those A1s and throughout the duration of a battle, when you're using all those A1s, it does add up. We have defense on the banner only because we needed the speed for the arena, so we have 18 speed there. Did I waste a level 6 glyph on this banner? I think I did, but that's because I needed her speed tune. I needed about like 248 plus speed to keep up with Arbiter on my arena team. So really kind of ignore this. We are looking for speed on this champion. The faster she goes, the more heals she gets off. So go with speed, but of course, go with HP as well. We do have 10% HP thanks to that nice 4% glyph roll as well. So let's take a quick look at Reliquary Tender before we see them both in action, guys. Reliquary Tender, we have in Relentless. So Relentless, 18% chance to get an extra turn. I love Reliquary Tender in Relentless because her A2 is so powerful and she's an easy champion to build, which is why I love her, on top of this ability just being so insane. 15% continuous heal for 2 turns and remove all debuffs from all allies. She also has the Revival on her A3 to pick up, hey, maybe a champion like Skytouched Shaman should she lose too much HP. Really nice to have that Reviver in the cleanser. I use her on Doom Tower bosses, specifically Nether Spider, but she just really comes in handy against any big boss that, you know, puts a lot of debuffs on your team, or any floor that you're having challenges with in Doom Tower. I think Reliquary Tender, you guys know this if you watch any videos on the channel, I do personally think she's the 2nd best rare inside the entire game, behind Coaltar. Even tough to compare the two because Coaltar is a offensive juggernaut, whereas Reliquary Tender is a defensive support team specialist. In terms of masteries, we did go War Master for our tier 6 mastery on our Reliquary Tender, but the reason, and lasting gifts also to extend the duration of the continuous heal, but the reason we went with Relentless again is to get more bang for our buck out of Tender's Watch, in again trying to remove all those fears on Skytouched Shaman, and that's why these two champions go really well together, especially in the Frenzy and the Relentless sets, if you can get them on these champions. Now, I mentioned she's a very easy champion to build. I'm really only prioritizing speed, and that's pretty much it, you know? Giving her a little bit of HP. I don't even have the gauntlets all the way leveled up here. I'm looking for a little bit of defense, a little bit of HP, and that's pretty much it for Reliquary Tender, right? You want to keep her alive, and you want to keep her fast, so she can heal, revive, and stay alive. So, no accuracy needed. Again, she does have a weak version of decreased attack on her A1, so you can build her out with a little bit of accuracy if you want for that. However, you know, ideally you have somebody else on the team who has decreased attack, and even if you don't, I don't know, I think that I would, sure, you can build her out for a little bit of accuracy, but me personally, I'm not losing sleep over, you know, having to load her up to 200, 300 accuracy for Doom Tower or level 20 dungeons. That's just me, but you know, you guys do what you want to do depending on how much you value that. So again, I have some resistance on her. I have actually quite a bit of resistance on here, almost 200 resistance. Why not? Because keeping her unfrozen, is that a word? Making sure she's not frozen or CC'd or stunned or sleeped or whatever is going to be important. That way she can cleanse all those debuffs off of your allies. So in terms of stat priorities here, we're talking about speed number 1, and then secondarily we're looking at HP percentage, defense percentage, and resist, plus the accuracy like we talked about if you guys want it. Now, if you don't have Relentless gear, no worries at all. Just go with, I mean, you can go Reflex if you want to, but it's already a 3-turn cooldown. I would just go with speed. That's right, 3 speed sets or divine speed if you have it. So that's Reliquary Tender. Now let's see these two champions together in action. I have an Ice Golem team all set and ready to go for you guys, just so you can see what these champions look like when paired together. So, Pretty fun team here. We have Stagnite as our debuffer, decrease attack on his kit as well. We have Grush, who's a daily login reward champion in Dark Elhain, who is also a daily login reward champion. I am such a big fan of Grush, the Mangler, guys. He just keeps growing on me and growing on me and growing on me in terms of how much I love this champion. He has decreased attack, decreased crit, or a decreased crit damage on his A2. On his A1, he has that really juicy leech, 75% chance of placing the leech for 2 turns before attacking. And then he has this great heal and an AoE attack on his A3. I'm just such a huge fan of this champion being added, especially in Doom Tower. So let's see how the synergy all works between all of these champions on the same team. So Stagnite leads off. I should mention, by the way, I do have Stagnite in a shield set. He has a pretty nice base HP. Wait till you guys see how much heals this team puts out. So here we do have the Fear on Skytouch. So let's see if we can cleanse that away here. Actually, we go into the next round, so it is not a big deal at all. But again, that is the nice cleanse, and we're gonna keep her healing, gonna keep that fear, off. That's her AoE attack, not doing a ton of damage, but still nice to have. The Shriek goes up. We have Revive on Death on all of our allies. We're not too worried about the Shriek. And even if somebody dies, not the end of the world. They have either Revive on Death, thanks to Skytouched Shaman, or Reliquary Tender is going to be able to pick them right back up, right? It's such a great synergy between these two champions. I got to give a shout out. I wish I remembered your name. I apologize, but there has been somebody in the YouTube comments who, like, every day for maybe like 4 months has been like day 300, not really 300, but day 100 of asking Ash to do a combo guide on Skytouched Shaman and Reliquary Tender. Well, ask no more, or ask and you shall receive eventually after 100 days. You get it here. So you guys know that I love Skytouched Shaman here. Look at that. The extra turn procced, and we cleansed all of those debuffs off of our team. Unfortunately, Skytouch went right afterwards and put that fear on herself, but it doesn't matter. She still gets the turn. Look at all those heals. We have 3 great healers on the team. Skytouched Shaman, Reliquary Tender, and Grush the Mangler. Who's going to have the most heals on this squad? Well, time will tell. Now, I mean, this team is so well-rounded. Think about it. We have Revive on Death. We have a Revive. We have a damage dealer in Dark Elhain. We have a great support champion in Grush the Mangler. And we have the debuffer in Stagnite. I mean, this is just one of those teams that I would love to build on my free-to-play account. Granted, there is a Void Epic on the team, but she is the most difficult champion here on the squad to get, Stagnite being the second, everybody else being either a rare or a daily login reward, as we've previously discussed. So look at these heals, man. Nice to have Grush on the team, too, with those extra continuous heals. You can see the small continuous heal from Grush the Mangler, the big continuous heal from either Grush or Reliquary Tender as well. And we're not really chopping down the Ice Golem super fast here, but you can see slowly but surely chipping away. Nobody has died. Things are looking pretty solid. Anytime somebody is frozen, well, we either have block debuffs up, and even if someone does get frozen, Dark Elhain's Death Majesty A2 ability is going to trigger, proc automatically, and boom. Dark Elhain is going to be doing the majority of the damage here for the team, and I'm really curious to see how much healing in the Frenzy set. Are you guys looking at Skytouched Shaman's turn meter, guys? After these attacks come off, check it out. So watch the next time the Ice Golem attacks. Her turn meter is nuts, you know? She takes, look at that turn meter boost. She's already almost back to a full turn meter, and she just went. And again, it's just really nice. Boom, fear on her, decreased speed, no worries, cleansed by Reliquary Tender. What great synergy on these champions. Furthermore, for Doom Tower, I will show you a Doom Tower random floor right now with these two champions together and kind of how they synergize as well. Actually, I might as well show you them against the Nether Spider because that is a boss that a lot of people really struggle with. So there we go, guys. Oh my God. You guys can't see it yet, but check this out. You think that's a lot of healage? 816 on Reliquary? Well, check this out. Boom. 1.5 million on Skytouched Shaman. Dark Elhain, like we predicted, 2 million damage there as well. Very well done there on this team. All right, guys, for Nether Spider, we have a pretty solid team here. We have Reliquary and we have Skytouched Shaman. We have Draconis for just kind of shield support. I think that actually, you know what I love having is 3 cleansers on the team. So let's put Let's put Mausoleum Mage on this team as well. Drexstar Blood Twin is one of the best DPS you can ask for in the game in terms of the Nether Spider options. I love Drexstar. He's available to buy his fragments inside the bazaar in case you guys don't have him, or in case you have him in the vault. Trust me, I use him on, I forget what floor it is, but floor 90 of hard. He is still my damage dealer. Actually, I still have the same sort of team built out for hard Doom Tower as well, albeit more pay-to-win champions. I still use Reliquary Tender even in the hard floor 90 or whatever the heck it is, again, on the Nether Spider. I still use Drexstar Blood Twin as well, but I do replace the rest of the cleansers with like Raglan, kind of more pay-to-win champions. So what we're going to do here is, again, get the HP burn on all of the spiderlings here, all the baby spiders, and apply the hero reduction off the A1 of Grizzled Jarl, and then just cleanse. We have 3 cleansers on the team. We have Revive on Death, basically everything that we need on this team. No decreased defense, but I don't find that as necessary against the Nether Spider. Rather, it's kind of churn and burn strategy, and what you can do too is if you're using Grizzled Jarl, you can just prioritize his A1. We didn't land it there, but the idea here is to have hero reduction, which is landed off his A1. You don't need his other abilities. You don't even need his increased defense, especially on this team, because we have Mausoleum Mage. But even if you don't have a champion like Mausoleum Mage, it's okay. So we get the revive there. Let's get that hero reduction applied. Please, Grizzled Jarl. Okay, there's the increased defense. Here it comes. Boom. Okay, there we go. For 2 rounds, we would have loved to have a 3-round hero reduction, but it's okay. As long as this is the setup right here. 3 cleanse, 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 HP burn, hero reduction. And that's all we need here on this team. So what I want to do again with Grizzled Jarl, I have Mashald on my main team. I use him for the hero reduction. That way I don't have to put it on auto. We can still win this battle even without going off of auto to apply the A1 of Grizzled Jarl. It will just take a little bit longer because, again, we will see those heals from the Nether Spider. So I need to get that heal down right now. Otherwise, the fight will be longer, and of course, we don't land it. So I'll be right back with you guys after this battle is over. Be right back. All right, guys, so we actually did apply it on the very next turn, so no big deal. No heals off from the Nether Spider, and again, I love this setup. 3 cleansers. Granted, it's tough to find 3 cleansers. I'm not assuming all of you have 3 cleansers, but this is what you want to kind of think about. If you don't have 3 cleansers, run 2 cleansers in a shield champion, or even 1 cleanser in a shield champion. Better than nothing. That's the strategy that I kind of go for here. I hope you enjoyed this video. 1.2 million in heals from Skytouched Shaman. We have 1.4 million damage from Drexstar off of all of those HP burns. And that's that, guys. Thank you for watching all the way till the end of this video. And as always, take care, guys.